Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Afiq. So for PS1 research, the title that I've done is designing an offline grocery service for small town area and local grocer using design thinking pros. My supervisor is Dr. Masita Ghazali. So first, what is the problem background? So majority of the online grocery service were provided by big vendors are only available in high metropolitan areas. People in small town didn't have that kind of access, and local grocers in small town didn't have that proper platform to sell their product online. The existing system wasn't applicable for local grocers as they do not have a large resource like a big vendors. So the research aim is to study on how to make a new design solution for online grocery business in order to involve local grocers. The research question is, what are the behavior of the consumer as they purchase online groceries? What are the pain currently faced by the local grocers? What are the behavior of consumer as they purchase online grocery? What are the pains currently faced by local grocers? How to best measure the effectiveness of the design for both local grocers and consumers? So the research objective is to learn consumer purchasing habits, tendency and behavior, and of the local grocer to grocer to grow their business, to identify the factors that can impact consumer behavior in online grocery and the requirement required by local grocers. Improve the current existing online grocery service measure for both local grocer and consumer by proposing suitable design guidelines. Literature reviews. So after observation from other research paper articles made by other experts, the best summarization is challenge in online grocery business. Why local grocers fail to adapt to e-commerce? So why basically the existing online grocery service application fail to enhance local grocery businesses? First is customers still prefer brick and mortars. Many of customers want to physically check the item before buying it. In online grocery service, it's impossible to provide that kind of experience. Secondly is low profit margin. Consumers shop online not just for convenience service but also expect better pricings. High fulfillment and delivery costs uncompensated by online sales, and retailers often don't charge for delivery for fear of losing customers. Thirdly is high fee charged by third-party marketplaces like Instacart and Peoples. And the third reason is high volume of basket abandonment. So basket abandonment is basically a user abandoning their basket before completing their purchase. The main reason that kind of thing happen is extra cost is too high. For example, the shipping, the tax, and the fee cost. The user is forced to create an account to navigate or shop using the application. And lastly, a complicated checkout phase. So the longer the user spend time on the screen, the more likely they will abandon the carts. So the methodology that we use in this research is design thinking phases. So there are 5 phases in this methodology. First is empathize. Develop a deep understanding of the challenge. Second is define, clearly articulate the problem that you want to solve. Third is ideas. Brainstorm the potential solution. Select and develop your solutions. Prototype. Fourthly, prototype. Design a prototype to test all of part of your solution. Lastly is engage. Lastly is a test. Engage in a continuous short cycle evaluation process to continually improve your designs. In empathizing is identifying who is the potential targets. So based on the desk research, this is the potential target for the products. So for example, male, female, age 25 to 40, occupation, student, and working populations, probably focus on small towns. The type of the shopper is people who is offline online shopper that enjoy the convenience of online groceries, people who are reluctant shopper who use e-service to make the task less painful, people who are traditionally grocery routinists who love brick and mortar stores. So after identifying the potential target is, the next step is user interviews. The main purpose of user interviews is to learn the user behavior, purchasing habits, and tendencies. So the user interview provides a rich qualitative data, and that qualitative data can be used to create an affinity mapping. So affinity mapping is help organize information into group of similar items to then analyze qualitative data or observation. Data in affinity mapping can be used to find patterns. So the data gathered from user interview later on, as you can see in the affinity mapping, we group it into multiple option or categories. So for example, from this meta affinity, we can see the pattern, some of the pattern of the consumer. So for example, what are their shopping habits? What are the common payment method that be used by the customers, or the communication tools they use, how they react to the order times, how often they use the technology, what kind of application they have been used. So all of this is really helpful in gathering in analyzing the data. So from the affinity, also we can create a user personas. So user persona help you understand your user need, experience, behavior, and goals. So based from previous research, this is the persona that we created, our main persona. So this is Jakia. So Jakia frustration is Jakia is really picky when buying grocery items. She will find the best quality with the best prices. To find it from the single store is really impossible. She need to went to multiple stores to find all the required items. For her, the experience of shopping as a grocery is really an exhausting task. Her goal is Jaka want a solution that enable her to buy all the required items without feel really exhausted, because she is a picky buyer. She want to find out information about the product as much as she can. So based on the data from user interview, affinity mapping, user personas, and desktop research, it reveals insight into the potential user and what problem they are facing using the how might we methods. So after analyzing all the data, this is basically the problem they are mainly faced that are faced by the consumers, especially in the small towns. So for example, how might we guarantee high quality of the product and keep profit margin high? How might we make millennials increase screen time because of there's so much content to browse, but at the same time make it less cluttered? How might we guarantee the product is being delivered at the right timings? How might we able to minimize user screen time while giving them the best contents? How might we make the user experience using the application enjoyable and feel rewarded using the applications? So idea is the third phase of design thinking phase. Ideation is creative process where designer generates idea in session. So in these phases, all kind of idea will be suggested or given out from the worst idea to the best possible ideas. And later all those ideas will be narrowed down to only few ideas, the ideas that believe can give high impact to the users. So for example, this minimum viable products diagram. So basically, this is the idea have been narrowed down. There's a high impact idea, low impact idea, the expected and unexpected. So the high impact idea is GPS to identify nearest stores, search with filter, pay with cash, notification, discount voucher, delivery or pickup, shop in store with iBeacon, pay with cards, message contact mobile app, shop in store and schedule it for deliveries. So basically the proposed solution is hybrid grocery business model. So the first feature is enable is customer check in the product availability to applications and buy them later at the store after checking the quality of the goods. So if the customer, for example, Jackie have to buy farm fresh mac at Tunas Manja, so he checked the item availability first, and then if they're available, the only after that he went to Tunas Manja and bought it. The second one is customer order the goods online and pick up the order at the store and save delivery cost delivery cost. So basically, it save the cost for the local grocer and make the user task easier. So the third one is customer visit brick and mortar store and purchase required item after seeing the product and schedule it to be delivered to home. So customer visit the store first, purchase the required item and then schedule it to deliver at his home. And the last one is self-checkout at store by using technology like iBeacons, reduce operation costs and enhance customer experience. So basically, how this works is that this is the privilege suggests the GPS detected nearby store. For example, if a customer walk nearby stores that using the system, it will give notification to the users, and then if the users enter the store, he will immediately log into the system and he can use the application for purchasing. So all of that will be exploited at the prototypes. So the proposed solution is hybrid grocery business model. So the design decision for this prototype is how to feature it with hybrid grocery business model and with the best user experience. So first, as you can see in the homepage, the user will given 4 options of purchasing: pickups, delivery, in-store, and shipped. And then another unique feature is user can check the availability items in the in the application. So for example, Jakia want to purchase a farm fresh mat in Tunas Manja. So before Jakia went to Tunas Manja, Jakia can check the items either is already in stock or out of stocks. For example, I want to choose a pickup methods. So if I choose a method, so this is my card, I'm going to proceed to checkouts, and then this is the instruction for the pickup. So for example, the pickup charge is free, the pickup fee is free. This is the location of the pickups, the date and the date and the times, and then this is the instruction for pickup. So for example, look for pickup sign in the parking lot and pull into your parking lot. We will bring your order out and load into your car. Then you can be on your ways. But for example, the user suddenly change their mind. They didn't want to pick up. They want to delivery. So they can easily click the button here, change to delivery. So what's happens here is the system provide really seamless experience for the customer and easy navigation between the page. So and this, as you can see, this is the delivery page. So this is the charge. This is the address of the users. This is the consent form that they say you can leave the item at the door without the user being present at the house. So as I accept and continue. So this is the user charge. I'm going to proceed with it, submit with orders, and then you can see there's a message that says you completed the orders. So this is a demonstration if the user use in-store option to purchase the item. So for example, Jackie walk nearby BS Mart, and then the application will send notification to her, say redeem RNTV voucher at BS Mart. So Jackie is interested. So Jackie is going to proceed with it. So you're going to choose the in-store option. So at this option, the application will list down all the stores that you can use the application. So in this page, so in the BS Mart page, the user will provide with multiple features. So for example, the first one is use local pay. So the user can use this local pay to purchase the items at the store. And then second one, the user can click here discount coupon to check the available discounts for the stores at the stores. And then the third one is the direction. So if a user click here, it will direct user to Google Maps or Waze and provide the location of the store to the users. And the fourth one is check prices. So the user can use those barcode scanner to check the price of the items at the store. And then this is what is useful tip. And this a message that said you earn reward point where you spend with local pay at the store. So for example, it prompt user to come back to the store and make more purchase. So the unique feature about this prototype is it provides user with both online and offline experience. So basically it saves the cost for the local grocer, and then at the same time it made the task much more easier for the users. The final phase is testing. So the goal of user testing is to evaluate the usability of the mobile app in order to understand how users interact with it. Understanding how people use your product is very important if you want to achieve high user satisfactions. So the testing phase will be continued in PSM tools, because PS1 only cover the first phase to until the fourth phase, because this research will expand the features. And after the testing phase, we probably discover some errors in the design and probably need to go back to the second phase defines, because design thinking phase, user design thinking is an iteration process. We might discover error and then we need to go back to the previous phase. So basically that's it from me, Afiq bin Abdul Rahman. Thank you.